Good morning. Welcome to June. So we're 1 year away from Basil and I's wedding day. Let's check things out here. Chickens are looking good. Kind of a rainy morning, and I finally figured out a way to fix these wood chips. So I'm going to do that after I get done going around and checking on everything. That's a lot of wood chips there that need to be moved to the storage. Alright, check my oak trees. They're not quite ready. Willow's not quite ready. Grass is looking good. See, 8 pallets of cinder blocks ready to go. Getting a little bit low on stone, so I'll go ahead and get the conveyor started. First pig pin is looking good. Wheat is doing great. Barley's getting close to harvest. Look at those heads, and it's getting a little brown down at the stem, so that means I'll probably be ready to harvest next month. This pig pen is doing okay. And I need to bring the rotary hoe down here to the soybeans. Still 22,000 liters of wood in the sawmill, so it's doing good. Parsnips are looking good. One random Sunflower mixed in with the parsnips. The sunflowers are looking good. I gotta start cleaning that side of the road up too. And the corn's looking good. Oh, that's a pretty impressive thistle patch. A lot of thistle over here. Yay, the rain's done. Alright. So it looks like I got a good bit of work for the JCB today and a little bit of work for Pet Tractor. I don't think I'm going to be using Basil's tractor today. I might use the forwarder for a little bit, but not too much. Parked a little too close to the wall, can't get out. Well, first I gotta get the spader out of the way. I'll need this later, but for now I just need it out of the way. Grab the rotary hoe. Oh, I forgot the planter, the vegetable planter was here. This out of the way too. Wasn't intentional, of course, but this ended up being exactly two rotary hose wide. Alright, got the weeder put back. I'll put back the vegetable planter. Now I'm going to need that green dump trailer, so I got to get the path cleared for that. So I got to get this ridge former out of the way. So now with the dump trailer, I'm going to go take care of those 2 pallets of wood chips that are stuck. So basically, I'm just going to shovel the wood chips out of those bins and into this dump trailer. Let's dump a few more in there. The work guys inside are being a little bit random about which ones they're sticking in here, but oh well. I guess it really doesn't matter which ones get dumped in. Then they can take the empty wooden boxes back inside and refill them. All right. Let's check the price on wood chips. Yeah, it looks like Green Barge Terminal 2 is the highest price, but it's only $1 higher than Bar Terminal 1, so I'm just going to open up it at my usual terminal. What used to be there. There's a windmill and a big old water tank, so I think there used to be something there. Plus, it's a kind of large empty field. Yeah, I should have figured he was going to run no stop sign. Doesn't want his concrete to set up, does he? Oh, look at the roof on the grain elevator museum. As soon as I dump these wood chips, I'll go take a look at that. $6,000. Not a huge amount, but it's good. Wow, look at that roof. So there's something just satisfying about seeing your work, going into something like this. It's the reason why, even though I don't technically do construction anymore, that I've moved, since I left the Navy, and I've moved into agriculture. I still can't quite get it out of my system. That's the reason why I have a cement factory on my farm and a sawmill. Even though, well, sawmill not so much, but definitely cement factory. It's not something that you would normally associate with, agriculture. You can see a few of the various things I've found and brought back. Oh, can't go in there. It's a little rickety. Well, there's that stove. The scale control. The separator. The sieve. Yeah, I recognize some of this stuff. And this thing here, I guess that's another separator. Oh, this old hit and miss engine, I recognize that. So it looks like it needs 8,000 planks and 8,000 planks long. So let's go into my sawmill. Alright, planks long. I'm going to change those to storing. And planks, I want these to be stored as well, so I can bring them over here to be sold. And I think, it doesn't say it, but I think it's going to want some of those cinder blocks as well. take the spader up there to the uh, farmhouse and then switch it over on to pet tractor. While the JCB is very capable of doing the job, I just like using pet tractor whenever I can. That way I can save hours on the JCB for things that I need the JCB to do. Right, I'm gonna pee in this bush quick like, and then I'm going to get to work here on expanding this field. Alright, that feels better. And thank God for a conveniently placed bush. Although it's not going to be there for very much longer. Alright. So now... Okay. Allow create fields. Turn on spader. Lower spader. And let's go. Right. I really like the spader. Because it provides both the plowed and cultivated, you know, traits to the field. You can also do that with like a rototiller. The problem with rototillers is they'll leave a hard pan at the bottom where the tines are rotating down. They end up creating a layer at the bottom of the rotation of the tines, which gets packed hard and traps water, so water doesn't drain properly, which can cause drainage problems for your field. And it also makes a hard shell for roots to penetrate to get at water below or nutrients below that level. And a spader doesn't do that. While the animation is wrong. Because a spader works just like a human using a spade. You know, it sticks the spade into the ground and then lifts and flicks the spade backwards. And price-wise, they're about the same as a rototiller, so I think they're a great option for most farmers to use. It's kind of overlooked in favor of traditional tillage. Although for the most part, moldboard plows have gone out of style. Most places that still do tillage generally use chisel plows instead, because that's what most of the research has shown. But several farmers that I know have reported actually getting better results with a moldboard, and they're not really sure why, because that counteracts everything that is commonly known about how tillage works. And as you can see, I'm not one of those farmers who gets all terribly upset about a little bit of tillage. I mean, some people are very insistent, no-till, 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 but I don't buy into the no-till hype too much. Now when I go on the other side of this gravel path, I'm going to damage my parsnip crop somewhat. But that's okay, because I've got way more parsnips than I'll ever need. I'm going to eventually plant willow here, but it's going to be a while before I actually plant it, because my other willow across the street is going to be ready soon, and I want there to be a significant time differential between when this willow over here is planted and when that willow is planted, so that way I'd like to have them ready to harvest about 6 months apart. That way I'll make sure that every year I'll get a willow harvest. Plus it also reduces my workload not having everything all on me all at once. I think it's also quite likely pretty soon I'm going to be hiring some additional farm help other than just basil. Because right now the farm is definitely too big for me to handle exclusively on my own. And I think pretty soon it'll be too big for just me and basil to handle. I'm thinking when I finally buy this field here that I might plant most of this to grass. And then the grass field I have currently over by the farmhouse, I will use mostly to, I'll convert that mostly to animal husbandries. Maybe some more greenhouses. So that way they're all nice and close for me to take care of easier. I need to plant something over here. And I need to take down that tree right there. Cut down this, I think it's box elder. Yep. I'm going to try to use the front weight here on Pet Tractor to push that tree out of the way. And then I'll come back over here with the forwarder and drag it back to the... There we go, that works. Now I can come over here with the forwarder and drag it back to the sawmill once I finish this section of tilling right here. This is outside of my property bounds, so I can't till it. Let's try on the other side of the road here. This is going to be more willow over here. Although I'm thinking about putting in some lodgepole pine as well. Gotta stay far enough back to make sure to leave a shoulder for the road. downy service berry.
Alright,
Now I'm gonna go get the forwarder and drag that box elder back to the sawmill. And then I'm going to stone pick and lime these fields that I just created. And then come back and plant oilseed radish in most of them. And then I'll plant something in that small section of field over there that I missed when I was planting most of the field, so that way it's covered up with something. That's a common axiom in permaculture community or regenerative agriculture community that Mother Nature is a modest lady. She does not like being exposed. So you need to keep the soil covered, or the soil will or the soil will flee, or it will be covered with, it's by itself, it'll cover it with itself with stuff that you don't necessarily want there. Alright, but I'm going to speed this up now.
And hours fade, digital dreams, we've got it made. Watch the screen, the world rewinds, speeding clocks and racing minds. Play it back in high-speed mode, history on a binary road. Lost in worlds where time's a blur, gaming journeys all occur. We're lost in frames and flashing lights, skipping days and flying nights. Time lapse fever, never slow, got our thrills in high tempo. In high tempo. Click the links and start again. Seconds turn to lifetimes then. Virtual and soon to zooming past. In the flash they never last. Moments captured pixel bright, every blink a new delight. Time is bending in our hands, virtual highways never land. We're lost in frames and flashing lights, skipping days and flying nights. Time lapse fever, never slow, got our thrills in high tempo. In high tempo. Click the links and start again. Seconds turn to lifetimes then. Virtual and soon to zooming past. In the flash they never last. Moments captured pixel bright, every blink a new delight. Time is bending in our hands, virtual highways never land. We're lost in frames and flashing lights, skipping days and flying nights. Time lapse fever, never slow, got our thrills in high tempo. In high tempo. In high tempo. In high tempo. as a drone. Dust and sweat on his brow, he thrives in riverbed springs. He brings crops alive to life. Sunrise to sunset, plowing strips of gold down by the river where a story's been told. Gravel roads echo his heart as he fight, with tracks in the dirt under the pale moonlight. White tractor roaring through the southern breeze. Donald Kincaid never looks for ease. Mighty hands guide that timeless beast. Riverbend springs in a harvest feast. Corn and wheat rise up to meet the sky. Donald wipes his brow, ain't no time to lie. Fields whisper secrets to the dawn. White tractor hums as the world moves on. Tending dreams beneath that cobalt blue. Riverbend springs under his watch so true. Life in his veins flows just like a stream, making the old land shine like a dream. White tractor roaring through the southern breeze. Donald Kincaid never looks for ease. Mighty hands guide that timeless beast. Riverbend springs in a harvest feast. White tractor roaring through the southern breeze. Donald Kincaid never looks for ease. Mighty hands guide that timeless beast. Riverbend springs in a harvest feast.
Okay, well, I got all the spading done, and I got all the fields limed. However, I didn't have enough time to get everything planted since I'm running out of time. That little triangle field I planted with red beets, so I actually have a harvestable crop in there. So tomorrow, after I'm done with the mowing and all the other stuff I gotta do, I'll go back to planting more oilseed radish. But for right now, I need another log in a sawmill, and my oak trees are ready, so I'm gonna start cutting my oak trees and dragging my oak trees into the sawmill, since this is what they were intended for. Alright, 8.8 tons. Excellent. Use my front blade to push it over a little bit. There we go. 35,000 liters. That should be enough to last through the night. I got about an hour left till I hit the absolute time limit, so let's finish getting everything taken care of here for the night. Alright, let's grab the JCB. Okay. Now for the forwarder. Actually, the forwarder needs fuel. It's kind of surprising considering how relatively little this gets operating. But then I suppose it might not have a very big fuel tank. Alright. This just needed a quick rinse off, wasn't very dirty. I guess that's the difference, you know, between working with wood and then working with dirt. Well, tomorrow's going to be a very busy day with both Basil and I going at it hard all day long, so I guess what's nothing left but to have a good night.